We should be live. I'm gonna try something new today. There. And it is a go. We are live. So, like I said, I'm gonna try something new today because I need to work on my arms. So if I just start out straight away, get the arm exercise out of the way before getting on the bicicleta and bicycling, I'm gonna get this big dumbbell thing out and get it going. Let's get the stream pulled up though first and make sure it's got audio. We got ads. Yeah. Let the ads play so I can earn 4 cents. Peace. All right. So before I say hello to anybody, I'm going to do my arms. But first, I get some of these weights off. This thing's heavy. Because look. This has got to go. This right here, that's got to go. That's got to go. I used to have muscles. I used to have muscles. So I got to work on them. Oh, wow, that's in the shot too. Woo! Wouldn't you know, it's starting to rain. As soon as I come outside, it starts to rain. Well, no excuses. Let's get some going. Okay. Now, I don't know the best exercises for underarm. Whoa, that's heavy. 2, 3. Squirrels are everywhere. I have to go chase that squirrel. He's on my porch now. Oh, squirrel. He's going to go right past Charlie. Charlie sees it. Get it, Charlie, get it. Just looks at it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try. Yeah, it comes off. Okay, I can get some of these weights off. They're way too heavy for me. Okay. This is a 2.5 pounder, and that's a 7.5 pounder. Okay. This isn't even mine. This is my stepson's. Oh, I can do the 7.5 pounders. Those aren't that bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. Total of 15 pounds. Okay, cool beans. Not so heavy. Ugh. Sorry, I'm taking forever. No excuses, all right? Oh man, it's a workout just getting these dumbbells changed. I feel like Schwarzenegger. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out the best exercise for the lower arm. Or I mean, for my flab. Maybe it's this one. Maybe this one, like this. Because I'm trying to work out, well, this can't go. That is my fistula for dialysis. But I'm trying to work this muscle. So would it make more sense to go up like that? Seems like that works that muscle, I think. Okay, now I can go look at some comments. I'm not going to count the reps. VIP, firm and fit, awesome. Hey, VIP. I decided to get these flabby chicken wing arms exercising. Lucifer says, wow, that's new. And hello, by the way. Yes, hello. These are my stepsons. He left it at the house. It's always been in the house under a table. There. Swag anti-hack. That's a cool username. VIP cool beans. Hi, swag. Yeah, I need to figure out which exercise or just a before and after. This is a before of these arms. And I used to have really muscly arms. Ugh. There's barely a muscle there. I used to have defined arms. This, like I said, that's the fistula. It's going to be honking huge, but this doesn't need to be honking huge. God, that scar is huge. Anyway, this is the before. Okay. Today's September 10th, day before dividend day, because tomorrow dividends start getting deposited for Alaskans. Okay, so this is before. And then every week I'll do a comparison to the before. So here's the flabby. I'm going to fly away chicken grandma wiggly arms. No muscles, just lots of flab. Okay, so I'm going to be working on them. I'm going to read some comments. I can see them before. Oh my gosh, I'm so not used to. Yeah, I'm in denial. I'm in serious denial. So before I start exercising, I'm going to do some of this. Right, Charlie? Charlie's watching me saying, I hate that thing, Mama. That's why I always lived underneath the table, because Charlie hated this thing in the house. So now it's going to be outside. It's living with the bear under the tarp, of which I'm going to move the tarp to a new location. Okay, so I'm going to be intermittent doing that whilst exercising the legs. Intervals. Yeah, that tired my arms out, but I'm going to do 3 repetitions of that. Ad just popped up. There we go. Matthew, not trying to bring up political stuff, but Charlie Kirk has been shot. Oh my gosh. Holy moly, are you serious, Matthew? Matt says, I'm going to go check that out. What? Holy cow. Holy cow, Charlie Kirk. I liked him. He had chutzpah. Oh my gosh. He had so much chutzpah. He had so much character. Nothing political about it. Oh. What the? Holy cow. University event. Wow. Utah Valley University, 23 minutes ago. Wow. Holy cow. He was so powerful at debating. No matter what he debated, he was a good debater. Wow. Hello to Matt S. and Matthew Carlin, who just broke that news. Wow. Holy cow. Abel says, what are you doing? I'm exercising in Alaska. Just something about Charlie Kirk. Oh my gosh. Matthew, yep, sniper from 200 yards away, and the shooter is still on the loose. I just read that, yeah. VIP, yes, he was shot. Simon Sanchez says, hello, hello, wow. You know, I don't like any of this. The assassination attempts, successful and unsuccessful. Politics shouldn't be brought to that extent, in my opinion. I can debate with all political parties because I support freedom of speech and the freedoms that we have under our Constitution. I think everybody has a right to have their own voice and think how they think, but they should not take it to violence. So, wow. I've debated with hardcore right, left, in between, all of the above, and they get all worked up, whatever they believe in. And I just say, isn't it great that we live in a country where we can voice our thoughts out loud and not be afraid to? Whether it be, who you think's right or wrong. I think that it's still a beautiful thing that we have to be able to voice our thoughts. Matthew says, I think it was about a week ago or so, but they caught another person trying to, yeah, I know. It's sad. I don't care which president it is, from Trump on down to Biden, to before that was Trump, and then Obama. I lived when Reagan was shot at, and that was my time, and I liked Reagan. He came to Alaska a handful of times, and I got to see him. I got to have dinner with his son. but it's just not right. It's not right to be so overly, negatively, horrifically that deranged to take somebody's life because of politics. Even JFK, you know, all the assassination attempts, Lincoln, you know, all the way back to Washington, it's always been people that just can't monitor their own emotions to be a little bit more healthy and not so evil, destructive. It just, wow, holy cow. That is sad. Lucifer says that Matthew reminds me of the Blacklist series on Netflix. FBI will be on his tail, but that's the price of being in politics. You'll never know what's going to hit you. Exactly. Wow. I admire people that think strongly about whatever side, of any side, of anything in this earth, unless it's destructive, causes harm, death, you know, that kind of stuff. There's boundaries. And wow, rest in peace. Neptune says, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Yep, baby bruh, is this a gym? Yes, it's an Alaskan outdoor gym. Put together by yours truly. Everything's free 99. Even got my dumbbell here. Wow, that is crazy that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. My husband's going to be upset to hear that. I'd be upset if it was, like I said, left, right, whatever side, Democrat, Republican. I'm upset if it's any political person. It's just, assassination is not right. It's not. Matthew was alive for that too. Yes, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Oh my gosh. Wow. And at Utah Valley University. Wow. Explorer Dora, hello. Hello, everybody. We're just all in shock right now, Dora. Welcome. Just heard that Charlie Kirk was assassinated here in America. And that's really sad. Assassination is just so wrong for political views. Assassinating somebody because of their political views is just so wrong. So we're all kind of in shock. He was, let's see, do you get wild animals passing through? Yes, I do. You have Wi-Fi. Yes, baby bruh, I do have Wi-Fi. My house is right there. But moose walk back here behind me. So I have to watch out for that and go inside if that happens. Who was he as Explorer? He was somebody who would debate people, I think, with a lot of logic. That was his basis. He would go with logic. And he was really good at grounding himself in logic, simplistic logic. You know, you don't have to agree with him or disagree with him, but he was a really good debater. And he was more, you know, pro-Trump, that type of line. So I think that's probably why he got assassinated, because we got a lot of people that are unhinged is the word. That's the best word to put in there, unhinged. Oh, looks like my husband's home. I'm going to go tell him. He probably already knows, but Charlie Kirk was somebody he'd watch too. I'm going to go tell him. So we're going to take a quick little break here, a little pause. I'll be mic'd up. I'll go ahead and flip the camera around so you guys can at least have some sort of action whilst I go chat with him. Don! I don't know if he's heard. Don! Don! Did you hear? Did you hear the news?
What news?
Charlie Kirk got assassinated.
Yeah.
What the?
Yep.
I'm mic'd too, so.
Yep.
Holy cow.
On the side that always does shooting, isn't it?
Seems to.
Yep.
Oh.
Republican congressmen that were shot at the baseball game here a few years ago.
Yep. Wowza. Unhinged folks should not be, I don't know, be unhinged, but don't do stuff like that, you know? Just makes sense. Okay, so my husband's home to pick up some stuff. There's fresh coffee for him. I mean, you tell him that again, too. 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go tell him there's fresh coffee. And I sent a text. Did you get the message that there's fresh coffee?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, you did. Okay, back to exercising. Wow, that's crazy. I figured he'd already known because he listens to the radio. He's an old fart. He likes to listen to the radio. So do I. Let's put this right here so I can get back to that and I can catch up with comments. Let's see, Matthew says it was a huge crowd too, and he was at peace and having fun too. It's just too perfect an evening. Yeah, he's not a bad guy. He's just really intelligent, and really, you can learn a lot about his debating flow, his debating logic. He's a master at debating. No matter what he believed in, he's a master at debate. Lucifer says, Exploradora, bonjour, monsieur. Explorer says, bonjour, comment ça va? Morgan, it was a brave person who wasn't afraid to state his beliefs and verbally confront others based on logic. Oh, he was a brave person. Right. And we live in a country where we shouldn't be afraid to be able to say exactly what we want to say, but not physically harm somebody. We could say, I hate you, and I hate what you think, and I hate you're all about. But that, boundaries, stop it right there. Don't fists and weapons and fight. And it's like, we're not supposed to be at war with each other. We're supposed to be able to respect each other for having their own thoughts, the freedom to think. That's what I love about Alaska. There's a little bit more freedom up here to think how we want to think and actually voice it out loud without too much repercussions. We do get some wackos that are way out in left field or right field or center field, whatever field you want to call it. Some people are way wacky here. You say, okay, isn't it great? You can say that out loud. You just be on your way. Explorer, he sounds like a great guy. Yeah, he was, like I said, it doesn't matter politically for my opinions. I think he was a fantastic debater. He was very intelligent. Man, Morgan said it's unfortunate anyone has to die. Nobody has to die. Somebody chose to assassinate him. That's just so wrong because he was eloquent at debate of what he was passionate about debating. But yeah, politicians, people that speak about politics should not have to die. That's just sad. Explorer, oh man, taking someone's life is not right. No, not just because they're debating what you're for or what you're against. I mean, it's freedom of thoughts here in America. As I said, that's why I love Alaska. It's so much easier up here than in the lower 48 to be able to voice your thoughts out loud. A lot less craziness, I think. Alaska is a great place for that, I think, with freedoms, because we have the space to be free and we have less population and we're more separated from America in that sense. I gotta catch up. Politics aside, says Matthew, we are all human and there is no call for it and goes too far. Exactly. That's what I think. And that's the way it is up here. And I'm not somebody who's going to say, oh, guns are the problem. No, people are the problem. I live in a state where you have to have a gun. I have to have a gun because a bear could come up behind me and start attacking me. You call 911, I'm dead. So here we have to self-police ourselves with wild animals, intruders. If you live out in the middle of nowhere, you have to have a gun. You have to protect yourself. So it's not guns, it's people. So I just grew up with that lifestyle. Lucifer says to Explorer, he was like a Greta Thunberg in a way, if you know her. Yeah, he was like the opposite of her. They're opposing. But see, I would never even want harm on Greta, even though she's so way out there with expressions. Her expressions are like, but I would never wish harm on her. That's just, her expressions are scary. She's really good at those expressions. The world is crazy, says Kelvin. I so agree. Very sad for humanity, says Explorer. Matthew says, yeah, whatever happened to a good old fist fight and then both go get a drink. I know, the old days. That's how a lot of guys are here. That's how you settle things in the village or settle things in small towns. Yeah. Disagreement. The elders get involved and say, all right, let's quash this disagreement and everybody go separate sides of the property. Matthew says, yes, Charlie Kirk was great. This should have never have been. I know, exactly. Hey, speaking of Alaska, says Matthew, I think I'm getting in a good position to move. Should I make that choice? Well, that's up to you because you'll be coming at wintertime and you would have to look ahead for accommodations and transportation. We do have city bus here. Yeah, you'd have to look ahead for all of that. Best thing to do for looking, yeah, you can go online and look at rentals in Fairbanks, because in North Pole, if you don't have a car, there's a bus that goes into Fairbanks, but yeah, Fairbanks is your best bet, or Anchorage, those towns. It's something that you have to decide on your own, whatever is best for you. And then, like I said, you'd be coming at wintertime, so it's best to be near where you work so you can walk to it. And not walk too far. It's when it's cold in the winter, you don't want to walk too far. And transferring Medicare or Medicaid, which is it Medicaid? Be able to transfer Medicaid up to Alaska. So yeah, that's something that you'd have to think about. So I know my husband would hire you, that's for sure, because you have experience. Yeah, that's a choice you have to make on your own, Matthew. Haley says, get it, girl. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get my exercise in. Most definitely. Thank you. Matthew says, I'm so tired of the healthcare doctors and so on in the lower 48. You'll get some of that up here, some of that political crap up here with the medical stuff since you're not native. If you're native, everything's covered. Everything's fantastic if you're native. I'm gonna put my tablet's not on the right way. There. Okay. Now I can see it. It was angled down too far. There we go. Okay, let's get back on this exercycle biker. Yeah, the lower 48 does have a lot of political crap going on with the medical system. I like it up here, but I'm in the native program. Before I was in the native program, I was having hiccups with my Medicaid. I was getting mixed up. The one that everybody qualifies for. It was good, but it wasn't where surgeries and things. I was getting infusions. I wasn't at surgeries yet, but I was leading towards it needing surgery before, and then I got switched into my native care. Haley Gray says, say 67. Huh? Okay, I did. It's a good year. VIP, good day, Haley. Matthew, okay, gotta run. I may be back. Okay, if I'm not back, then have a good day, Matthew. Oh, and I hope your mom is all right. Hearing you say that you might be able to move to Alaska soon concerns me about your mom and her situation then, if she's not doing well. So do let us know, Mr. Matthew. VIP, I hope everyone, squirrels are running everywhere right now. Ugh. Squirrel. Oh, I got my bottom teeth in too. It's easier to talk. So much easier. I have to get used to it. I'll be leaving next week. No, I leave. Yeah, next week. No. Live on the 22nd. Today is the 10th. So I live in 12 days. Okay, 12 days. VIP, I hope everybody has a great and productive week. I hope your family's doing well, Matthew. Yes, I was thinking the same. Sorry I didn't ask that sooner, but I was distracted with Charlie Kirk. Dang, that's so sad. Wowza. Oh, Hola, says Benny. Hola, Benny. We're talking about Charlie Kirk being assassinated. Sad news. Really sad news I just received, Benny. Oh, Benny, the parade in North Pole, like I said, I think it's on Friday the 27th. And I land back in Alaska at 1 p.m. So on the 27th. So I might be able to make it depending on what time it starts. Who's that? Says Benny. He was a debater. He would debate CRT, critical race theory, transgendered Trump and Biden and Democrat, Republican. What was the other thing? Gender equity. He would debate everything. And he was really good at debating, except he leaned more towards the Trump side. So he became a target, sadly. There's too many assassination attempts and now too many successful assassinations happening in America. But as I always say, guns are not the problem. People are the problem. Benny and Pikachu know that. Living in Alaska, guns are necessary and it's a right that we need to have as Americans. So, but in Alaska, life is different here. So we all understand how important guns are. Brianna says hello, Kitty. Kitty, hello. Hello, Brianna. Welcome. VIP says a political pundit. Yes, a political pundit who leaned on the side where some deranged people want to do bad things to him, and somebody succeeded, sadly. Lucifer says, hola, soy Dora at Benny. Hola, hello to you at Brianna. Hey, Brianna says, hey, Morning Star. Benny vibes. Yep, I've shot at that range before. Yes, at the range. Yeah, we all grew up since, I remember shooting a shotgun when I was 4. That's as early as I can remember. We're taught gun safety, gun respect. It's a necessity here in Alaska. When I went into Fred Meyer's the other day, when Fred Meyer's was being evacuated, as I was walking in, the first thing I thought was to listen for gunfire. I was like, oh no, it's a shooting. Oh, you going? Okay, bye. The first thing I thought it's a shooting, but then I didn't hear any gunfire. And I thought, crap, I don't have a gun with me. Because a lot of people carry here. A lot of people carry guns here. It's really calming. But I noticed that only a few people are running out and most people are walking out in Fred Meyer. It turns out it was just a bomb that was left in the men's toilet. 81 millimeter bomb was, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was interesting. I haven't really talked about that. I didn't know if I should be the person that, because I was getting into the door when people were telling me they're evacuating the building. Nobody knew why. It was just told everybody evacuate, and there was a bomb discovered in the store. But I pieced that together bit by bit as people were saying things. You could overhear employees as I walked out talking on phone saying things. That's how I heard about the men's toilet. Men's bathroom is where the bomb was left. And then I made my way across the street to Safeway. I didn't know if I could stay there and be like an idiot and with survival instincts and stick around the store where somebody who was possibly shooting or a bomb could explode. A gal to it when I went across the street today to the store. She said, oh, I was getting gas and they shut the gas pumps down. I couldn't figure out why. I said, yeah, I think it's because they found a possible explosive device in the men's rooms. Oh, I got out of there with gas just as they were shutting it down, telling us to get out. I'm like, oh, wow, it's all coming together. So I didn't know if I should be somebody who stuck around to get the shot or get the heck out of there, which I finally did. I got out of there and got across the street. Where was I going with that? Oh, and the person that was responsible for was young juvenile male was responsible for doing that. So they caught the kid. I gotta catch up. Everybody's saying hello. My tablet keeps playing ads, which is good because that means there's money coming in. Everybody's saying howdy. Brianna, Lucifer, VIP, and Benny. Everybody's saying howdy, howdy, howdy. Thanks for being a great fitness inspiration, says VIP Tough. Thank you. You guys are helping me because now I started doing the flabby arm thing. That's the dumbbell right there. Started doing that. That's what's happening next. I did that at the beginning of the stream. I do it at the beginning of every stream now. Is work on my arms and do a before and after check every week. Benny says, how big of an explosion would that have been? I don't know. But it was on the men's bathroom, which is kind of close to the gas pumps over there at Fred Meyer. So that was that side of Fred Meyer's side where the bathrooms are at. I'm not sure how big it would have been. And I was at the exit that was the main exit entrance. That's where I was at originally. So I was already parked far away because I don't like to park close, since I don't want my pretty car getting door dinged. Lucifer says I took that soy Dora from TV show Dora the Explorer, a great show when I was a kid, pun intended at Benny. Yeah, I heard of that show, Lucifer says Benny. Yep. My daughter watched it. Backpack, 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 backpack. The girl that would disappear and had no parents anywhere, wondering where she was. Let's spill coffee on me. Oh well. Oh, yesterday I didn't live stream because I was tired. I'm still having nights where I don't sleep well because I don't keep my bottom teeth in. They kind of hurt to keep them in for too long. I was gonna say something to my husband, I can't remember. He's walking off. Schmurpy! Oh, he's listening to his earbuds. He can't hear me. He's getting ready to go. He came by to pick up a part that just got delivered here for the sheeter machine. The dough sheeter machine is what takes a dough ball and squishes it flat and makes it round for the pizza. Bye! He'll be back shortly. He's just happy to have some fresh coffee and a kiss from his schmoopy. Oh, let's see. Benny says, I've only been to the range once. I want to go again. It was fun. Lol. Yes, I think it's important for Americans not to fear guns, but to know how they operate, how they work, and how to utilize them correctly. It's just expected here that almost everyone has a gun in their car or they're carrying a gun. Let's see. Braden says podcast. Oh, okay. This is just exercise. Chat, yak, chackity, yak, yak. Lucifer says, what coffee are you drinking right now? Is it fresh roasted coffee? Yes, it is not French roast. The beans are Starbucks. Oh yeah, Starbucks French roast mixed with Starbucks Verona roast. 2 dark blends. I like that. What was I gonna say? Actually, in Hawaii too, I expect people to carry guns. I noticed a lot of people. Well, when I was growing up there, I noticed that, but that was normal. Guns and machetes. They were common, very common. Oh, I was gonna tell a story about Great Alaska Pizza. My husband sadly had to call the police on this older man who walked in the store with a gun and put it down on the counter to pay for his pizza. But it's just the way he wasn't. He wasn't, threatening anybody with it. But the mere fact he got out of his pocket, put it down on the counter, and then kind of picked it up and was yakking away, and the store clerk, he stayed calm. But I saw it on camera. It's pretty interesting. But my husband kind of felt bad having to call the police to file the report because This is an old guy. He probably forgot and didn't even realize he was holding his gun. It's just so common here. Oh well. Benny, that's kind of scary. Yeah, Lucifer. Ah, yes, that coffee really hit the spot, especially in snowy weather. Yes, it does. And putting it into my coffee thingy, it would have. Yeah, it says hot in here, but you're right, Benny. It would have been kind of scary because I don't think they're allowed to have weapons behind the counter. God knows who has what, but yeah, you have to. Interesting. Oh well, what do I know? I'm just an Alaskan, right, Charlie? Are you an Alaskan dog that was born in Oklahoma? He's at the fence going, "Mommy, let me join you." Matthew says, "I love the flavored creamers, hazelnut, French vanilla. French vanilla is in here, not very much, just a little bit. I don't like hazelnut though. Hazelnut, ugh, ugh, no, and I don't like anything salted. I like caramel, but not salted. Ugh. Oh." Stays good and hot in here. I've been ordering these off of Amazon. They have pink ones. I might order a pink one too. Okay, it is time for me to do a few more arm thingies because I'm doing the before wiggly jiggly arms. Okay, get some of these reps in. Okay, oh, I can read comments too. There we go. Hazelnut, French vanilla. There we go. Okay, right, Charlie? My dog over there in his yard. I'm going to do this until it starts to make my muscles have a sensation of progress. There, I got the right words out. Dang noises. Hey, squirrel. These squirrels keep hopping back and forth, getting ready for winter. Are ya? There, he's going to go right across this way. There he goes. There he goes. He's going to run across. Right. He's going to run across. He's scared. Here he goes. You see him? There he goes. We got a squirrel. We got a squirrel. Hey, squirrel. Hey, squirrel. He's right behind me. Hi, squirrel. Here he goes. He's right there. There he goes. We got a wild squirrel in the shot. Is that awesome? We did it. We got a wild animal in the shot. Squirrel. We got Doobie. Hey, Remington. How you do? Hope you're doing well and doing well in school. Matthew. Well, after what the rehab place did to her, she keeps going from a regular floor and room and back to the ICU. I'm not sure if and when she will go back to rehab. If she does, we will see how long that lasts before going back to hospital. Okay, so she's still back and forth. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Okay, I'm working on my flabby arms. This 15 pounds. Comments. Let's see. Riley says, hi. Hey, Riley, hi. Oh, I'm distracted. That's heavy. So Matthew, keep us updated on that, definitely. Everybody always wants to hear about your mom. And let's see, Remington Doobie says, sorry, I have missed so much. No worries. You have life happening, Doobie. Don't worry about that. I respect that y'all have your own lives happening. And if you stop in once a month and say howdy, that's awesome sauce. Oh man, this is getting hard. Hi, Doobie, says Benny. Hi, Riley. And Riley, hey, Benny. And Riley says, school is so crazy. So much homework. Yes, they get you that homework, don't they? And music is so hard. I'm going to ask my teacher if he would teach me after school. Hopefully he says yes. Yes, music. Oh, there we go. That feels better. Music can be hard because learning all those notes, learning all the positions, whatever instrument you're playing is hard. Oh, that feels much better on my muscles. Stretching them. Heavy. Okay, that's that for right now. It's a quest to every day do some arm exercise. I'm tired of my flabby arms, and I'm used to nice and strong arms. Yes, school can be hard in 7th grade, junior high, 8th grade. A lot of work. High school is monotonous, in my opinion, from my experience, but you got to do it to get it over with. Lucifer, how's your mom, Matthew, if I may ask? And Matthew says, yes, that's the best course of action. Teachers are always willing to stay after and help. Yes. Riley says, well, I'm good with clarinet. I'm really good, but bass, just started so hard. Yes. Hitting the positions on the frets and all that on the bass can be hard. You have to have the auto memory, like with trombone. Trombone is fluid too, just like the bass, upright bass. It's fluid, where you find the position, you get close to the position. There's only one cheat on the trombone, is when you take the and you have your thumb touch the bell. That's 4th position. So from 4th position to 1st position, you have to find 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's like, and so your ear has to hear it. It makes it difficult, but it's worth the effort, Riley. So definitely keep at it. Mathis is that Lucifer. If you scroll up some, I wrote about her. Yes, he did. And Doobie's got to go. Bye, Remington. Thank you so much for stopping by. Always good to have you here. My tablet keeps popping up ads, which is fine. There's another 2 cents. Matthew will be right back. Doobie Remington says, have a fantastic day. You too, Doobie. I almost wore my Arkansas t-shirt today, but I put on Okinawa and Alabama. So I almost wore Arkansas for you, Doobie. I was thinking of you, and then you popped down here, so that's perfect. Okay. I called up the seal clap. Oh, Riley, yeah, but with brass, don't you also have to change your mouth for different notes? Yes, each octave on the trombone. I know the trumpete's more tight, but the trombone, it's more relaxed for the lower octaves, and then as you go up octaves, you get a little bit tighter. So yeah, that is a little added challenge, but it's learning how to find the positions of the notes on the slide trombone and trying to find the correct note with the generalized position where it's kind of, you have to guess. So similar to the stand-up bass with that. You get in the general area of the note, and then you have to make sure you overcorrect or undercorrect to hit it. Let's see. Doobie says, everyone, I will be back tomorrow. Okay, Doobie, it sounds asasas. Riley, you need Ohio. I didn't get anything in Ohio except for my husband got a U.S. fencing shirt, but it didn't say Ohio on it. But I don't have an Ohio. I could have got one of the college, University of Ohio, red and white, but I got Alabama. Doobie, I played trumpet. Yes, Doobie plays trumpet. I watched your concert. It was fun to watch it. You're a good trumpet player. Lucifer. Oh, I see Matthew. I'm glad she is somehow doing well. I hope she recovers fast so you guys can go home and she can rest and recharge. That would be nice. I don't know if she's in a situation where she's going to be still jumping back and forth with the medical thing like that in hospital as well as rehab. Riley, nice. Doobie, I play clarinet. Go Bucks, says Riley. Yes, you guys have an amazing university there. in the Columbus area. Doobie, I'm having another one soon. Well, if you put it up on your video on your YouTube channel, I'll see it. So that's cool. Are you in school with concerts, says Riley. Is that for Doobie on trumpet? The question, Riley? I'm not sure. That's good. Gotta pop a wheelie. Woo! That was too much of a wheelie. Just felt like popping a wheelie and just like being silly. Well, see, I'm doing too much. I like when I just get it just perfect. I swear, every time. Oh yeah, for Doobie, that's a question for Doobie. Every time I see somebody on a motorcycle, I always say, "Hey, Benny's that?" But Betty lives too far away to be motorcycling in my area. I saw this one kid on a motorcycle. He was literally. I was driving the hot rod too, and he was doing one wheelie going down Badger, and he went yeah to the car, and I went yeah to him. I get that a lot with young guys, youngins, like yeah, they like do virtual high fives in the air when they see me driving the hot rod. They're so cool. Papa Wheelie, says Matt. There, that was good balance. I want to try to stay. Woo! I did it. Yeah, that was a little bit better. Oh, goodness. I'm such an old fart. Winter's coming. Leaves are definitely turning yellow. Everything is getting ready for fall. Oh, well. You know what? It's almost time for me to stop. So I'm going to do a little bit more arms and try to read comments because I need to do arms. Ugh. Okay. Papa Wheelie Riley says, wait, would it count if you just going downhill? No, won't count. Not exerting enough exercise muscles. Like you just sit there and act like you're going downhill. Yeah, I can zoom in on a close-up and do that. That'd be funny. We had Lucifer get that one. Thank you for getting that message. Oh man, this thing, 15 pounds is a lot. Ugh. Dang. Dang. Okay, let's try this. Wow, that's a lot of weight on there. Ugh. Okay, trying different things because I'm working on the flabby chicken arms. Okay, I'm tired. I did enough of that. Don't want to hurt my muscles. A little bit more, then I'll finish. Okay, that's cheating laws at Riley. That's funny, yeah. That is, you're right. But I could zoom in close, get the camera really close, and do stuff like that. Riley, but if you're going on a hike, going on the mountains, that's true. You eventually have to get up the mountain to go down it, so it's exercise. Except a little bit hard on one wheel. Now, I do want to try to hike when I go to Honolulu. I want to hike up some of the trails they have there. I am thinking about that. So, I don't know. Let's see how I feel. If I don't feel good, which I've not been feeling good, not resting well, and I look at the calendar, it's time for my injection. Never fails. I forget about that injection every 2 weeks. And the last few days, I've been feeling yucky. So it's like, it just go figure. You think that I would keep up with that, but I don't. I just write it on the calendar so I don't forget. My cousin lives there. Lives where, Riley? Where does she live? Confuzzled. Alabama? Okinawa? Too far. Oh, Honolulu. Your cousin lives in Honolulu? I'll be there on the 20-something, going for 3 nights. Because I had some free Alaska Air money to use up. Honolulu! Yay! She lives on the island of Oahu in Honolulu. I will be staying close to Waikiki Beach next to Diamond Head, next to the Honolulu Zoo, in a hostel. Never stayed in a hostel. It's my first time. So I'm going to shoot video of it. 58-year-old grandma staying in a hostel. I'm going to do a review. Please burn me, lol. I wish I could. You know I would if I could. I'd have to meet your parents, of course. That would be weird. Your parents would probably like, no, you can't take my daughter. But yeah, I'm going to shoot a review. I have money to stay in a hotel. I just don't want to spend that much money because Honolulu is expensive. And since I'm just doing this to use up the free money that was going to expire with Alaska Air, it's like, well, let's go for a few nights, but let's find the cheapest alternative for a hotel. It's already a free trip. So I was like, oh, a hostel is only $45 a night, close to the Waikiki Beach. Okay. And it's a dorm for 4 women, has a kitchen and a bathroom. So I figured, okay, basically I'll have some roommates and we'll see how that goes. So that would be weird. I know, Riley, because it's not like I need to save money. I just am curious. I've always wanted to see what it was like to stay in a hostel, and I've never done it. I've always just went for the cheaper hotel. But I figured it makes some good video content to talk about being older, like me, traveling solo. But when you travel solo, if you're not with a group, you don't really have anybody to talk to. So by staying in a hostel, you're going to interact with people, and those people are also traveling solo, and they might want to say, hey, you want to go get dinner at this great place, or hey, do you want to go on this hike with us tomorrow, or just having somebody to talk to at the end of the day when you go to your accommodations, you have people to talk to. So in that sense, it might seem kind of nice because I have traveled solo, and you do realize you don't get to talk that much to people. It's much more solo. It's a different experience. Usually I sleep a lot when I travel, but I always sleep a lot. So yeah, let's see. It would be weird. Yeah, I've got to go. See you later. All right, Riley. Bye-bye. Where is Riley? Ohio gozaimasu. Ohio. Okay, says nobody. Cool username. Okay, now it's officially time to go. All right, I'm going to end here and say Kriana Nakpak. And Mr. Charlie is happy about that too, right, Mr. Charlie Wog? Mr. Charlie Wog's going to, oopsie, end the stream. I have to cut this down. Actually, no, it's a good Charlie area. What's this one? Is this a puffer? I think this is a puffer mushroom. Watch. That was a puffer, but it's all nasty. Gross. Ew, that was nasty. Okay. It was no longer a puffer. Right, Charles? He's got a lot of mushrooms in his yard. I have to pick them and toss them over the fence. Right, Charlie? Oh, Charlie. You want to come out with me and pick the mushrooms? He says, I want to go inside and have a treat. You want the treat? He always gets his dentist stick for his toothbrushing. Let's see. And Yvette, hey, Yvette, how you do? Good to see you here. Charlie says hi too. Charlie's not happy with Mama. Lucifer says, speaking of Honolulu, I want to try their spam musubi and loco moco. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not a spam eater because the salt content's just way too high for me. All right, Charles, this is what he does. He stands on the pieces of wood right there and watches me. But yes, McDonald's too, they have the loco moco spam masubi, I think it is. But I'll be eating other stuff like salmon, And what's the other stuff? I'll be eating some food. Gosh, I can't remember. What was it? Lau Lau, Hawaiian barbecue. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yum, 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 yum. But Honolulu is so overpopulated. It's bizarre how overpopulated Honolulu is. The island of Oahu, they got hit hard with tourism since, because I started going there when I was 18 months old, going to Hawaii. So, oh, Charlie is so cute. I want to hug him. Oh, Lucifer, yes. Charlie thinks the same. He's like staring me down right now, going, "Yummy, yummy inside the house." But I'll take you guys along on the trip as always, and get you throughout the live streams, and just have fun. And hopefully, no tsunami hits, no big storm hits like what happened in Maui. And then my husband and I are going back to Maui next month, at the end of the month, and then Portugal Thanksgiving into December. So it's gonna be cool. I've always wanted to go to Portugal. All right, I'm gonna say Kuyana and Kuyanakpak. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I think I got everything on here. 56 minutes, that's a while. Okay, Kuyana. Bye-bye. Take care, says Lucifer.